As a woman, you're busy in clubs every day. The only thing that you have is prettiness. Ikakutwara kuisa na brainy. So something like that. Motivate yourself. Try to attain 4 degrees. Be someone in you just be a buddy with a degree in what's that mass communication. You know, or a degree in food sciences. Food sciences. You know that it doesn't matter, bro. Useless unza politics, yeah.
But why do you call politics at all useless? Because we've seen
They are controlled, man. They are
students to campaign.
This is the only year where I was shocked. I think after the Chanda Brand thing, they realized to say the strength I have, because Chandanake was supposed to come. I had a clear deal for bringing the helicopter. I wanted to bring a chopper. I wanted to show people to say sometimes you can have fun because we live once. You know what I mean? That was, you know what I mean? Yeah. So be something, eh? Don't follow. You are too much on Mazimba. Mazimba makes you, yeah, brainless. So at least try to do something with your life than spending time watching nonsense and typing for a long time. One thing people don't know is for you to even sit at the table with me, Kadili, talk for 3 hours, you have to be a guy of value. I sit with mountain.
Something.
Not financially. Financially, I was doing this year. I overplayed politics.
How much do you think you
Because if we even had my friend Mwapez, man, we would close to 55,000 in 3 months.
Yeah. Months.
Wow.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Zed Youth Podcast, the only youth podcast in Zambia. It's me, your host, Sikwibele, also known as the Podson. And I'm joined by a very interesting guest. I'm sure you've seen the aesthetic, we're somewhere different, we're at libraries at the University of Zambia. And I'm joined by one of the most influential figures in the elections that, of course, those students had. I'm joined by One Lega. So, how are you doing?
I'm good, my guy. How are you doing, man?
Okay, some people know you as One Lega, but what are your full names?
I'm Mpongwe Sinkala.
Mpongwe Sinkala.
We're not promoting any brands, right?
No.
Sure.
Okay, so people know you as One Lega. Of course, you contested in the UNZASU elections, and unfortunately, you didn't get the position of presidency.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. Useless unza politics, yeah.
But why do you call politics at all useless? Because we've seen
they are controlled, man. They are controlled. They use hate theory. You know hate theory. What they say, lead one cow and the rest will fall. It's what like farmers do. And UNZA students are useless people. They use them as baits to politicians because they know what you need is noise.
Yeah.
You see, we saw people like Governor come up. What did he do? Apart from making noise on TikTok, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, let's talk about your political career. Of course, there's that trending video of yourself where you say, no one even likes this school. But of course, you must have had some form of love for you to say, okay, let me contest. Let me be the best leader for the students at the University of Zambia.
Yeah, are you a student? Here?
I am a student.
Yeah, you're a student. Do you like this school?
Not really. Okay, it's got its.
I was just helping you guys say something that you can't say because we don't like this school. But for me, at some point, I loved it because I wanted to work for the students. But looking at everything and how everything goes, I no longer even now. I even have developed a new hatred for this school. You know what I mean? Even politically, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about one thing. For those who do not know, UNZA has got its own elite WhatsApp group. I know for the people at UNZA, they know it is called Watchdog. I don't know why people keep that group.
That useless group. No.
Like it's limited to the people that could actually be in that group. And if you're a student at the University of Zambia, I'm sure you've heard of the Watchdog group.
Yeah.
And its political power that they have. So there's a rant that you had in the group, in that group, of course, where you mentioned a number of things. You addressed the fact that you mentioned, quote unquote, for you to win the UNZASU elections, you must be politically affiliated.
To a ruling party. Yes, you have to be political.
You said that. And then you also mentioned how your relationships have strained. Because for those who are Unza, then understand the fact that you are friends with the current UNZASU President. Most of the people that contested, you are friends with them. You are in that circle of them. So I don't know, how is your relationship now, going through everything that you said in the watchdog? Where's your head at as One Lega?
Right now, bro, I'm pushing life. I lost everything, huh? You know, when you're up there, then you lose everything. You tend to there's this thing that we say crashing out. I had my crash out phase whereby I was like, damn, I lost, like, I invested a lot of money because I do businesses, couple of them. Then I was up there, all my friends. I was failing to meet my friends like Venachanda Broncos. Like, I lost everything. Then the watchdog group is a certain narrative they put you as. They have painted this character about me. So I'm just playing the role. Like, you have to play by the rules, you know what I mean? So those guys are useless. Some of the people there, they don't even have like real names on their WhatsApp status. On their WhatsApp bio or whatever it is. You know, there are people who bring down other people for trying. Another man bringing you down. These niggas are nothing, bro. They just jerk off. The only thing they have is the phones, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So some people even laugh like, but people don't go back here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But next time you find me, like right now, the person who was calling is Honorable Moussam. You know what I mean? Because people respect me in that space. So I can't believe we even have such a group where, like, this shows you as youth. That's why people love Mr. Zimba. They're so happy when they see Mr. Zimba speak. That shows your mind. Me, I'm not supposed to be in that type of area, and that's not my life. That's not what I want to be. Me, I admire people like me, Kadide, politicians who are normal, because most of them are not normal. Sure. You understand? So useless groups like Watchdog, therefore useless people. Imagine female government. Bro, this is some of the girls,
Yes. Now, let's talk about something that's very interesting. So, you and the current UNZASU President, yeah? You guys were in the same class?
Yes, my boys.
You are good friends? At a certain point at a certain point.
No, we're good friends. We're good friends.
But now, how?
Nothing against
But now, how does friendship work? Because I know if I had a friend and both of us were aspiring for the same position, does that make things a bit?
It's hunger for power.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Before I learned how politics work, because the same friend of mine I'm talking about, the UNZASU President, we appeared in a court case. He was a witness on the prosecution team for special counsel. I was a witness on his defense. To me, I was defending special counsel. So you know what happens when you're defending someone who's fighting against a state? You become a rogue person. The state labels you as somebody who they cannot work with. And it's normal. So I thought maybe his politics were jokes. That's why I came. You know, even his friend Munsho, George Mulabi or something. Useless chaps. What do they do, honest?
Yeah.
He goes talking about Binwe Mpongwe. A multi-millionaire. You're broke. You haven't bought, you wear a pink shirt. He had to delete the video because he realized what I told him is the truth. Okay. You see my impact. I'm impactful. Very youthful.
Let's talk about your affiliation with Binwe Simon. How do you get connected like that? And of course, there's someone out there who's watching wants to be part of space. But how are you so connected with such influential people?
The thing about life is you have to be a man of value. One thing people don't know is for you to even sit at the table with me, Kadili, talk for 3 hours, you have to be a guy of value. I sit with multi-millionaires. That millionaire will connect me to this one will connect me. That's how life works. And that imbalance, it's just a matter of time. I'll be also part of that secular, or what can I say, caliber. Because to anybody who's watching and now, one, stop TikTok. Stop jerking off. Follow something purposeful in life. You know what I mean? Wake up some, go to a gym, which we all want to do and which we'll be starting. Stop talking about people like me who are pursuing the dreams. You're laughing at me, they got low numbers, which they have been set up. Those numbers are for Kagame. Kagame and his friends, they want to put those numbers.
Okay, now let's talk a bit about the same numbers. So I don't know what according to the official, how many votes did you get? How many votes?
I don't even know. Because immediately I saw the ballots come 3 days before elections. I was like, what does this happen? One, we didn't even know where they were printed from. I was like, they should have just put Kagame, they vote for Kagame.
Okay, but now let's talk about, because a lot of people were shouting, of course, One Lega, showing quote unquote support. And how did you process, you not getting the position, you losing?
Immediately I saw students, I realized to say we are useless. As I said earlier, people like Mr. Zimba, they're everywhere posting him around. Even the females, the so-called buddies, they post Zimba. You see what youths are? The whole narrative has changed. Immediately I saw these guys are just shouting. They just want to be around me just in case I win. You know how life goes. And I realized to say you cannot get everything what you want. Again, everything God does it for a purpose and reason. So for me, I knew God selected me to say, this is not your time. And I thank God because what I was about to do to this school. Because I already said I don't like it. So imagine. I wouldn't want to have graduated. Two, I can't bow to any politician. I have no fear. You will never find me even. You talked about Simon Binwell. I've never acted like a fan. I always act like these people I just know. Because even the president has 10 years. Politics they have a short lifespan. You go there, create you, you're marching and come back with 100 kwacha. Guys,
Okay,
you see.
I will not get into that, guys. They have the metro party here. That's what.
No, like I'm just telling people to say you cannot put power of another man over you. God here has given us power. You wait for Jesus Christ and you're waiting for another savior in a human being. That's why even if President H was to know me, I won't go, Mr. President, Mr. President. What they do, these guys? There's one person who was threatening me at ZYP. I'll get your pot. What power do you have? Those are jokes. Okay, you get my pot. Now I have everything on record. I bring my lawyers. I bring Simon. Are you going to fight against them? You are poor. You are waiting for a politician. Your party, your whatever party, waits for elections. Your Ichipani Munanda is waiting for elections. What are you going to do? Bro, then you want me to bring my lawyers? We have a lot of cases that we can bring out, but I look at some people and say, wait, that other guy in Watchdog, Maf, who is it?
Okay, now let's focus a bit on the election. So one thing that I heard is the fact that from what I've heard is that you are very connected. You know a lot of people, but there's this thing where you cannot get. I think one thing that you expressed like outside of the interview was the fact that you cannot get other people to campaign for outside people who are not students to campaign.
This is the only year where I was shocked. I think after the Chanda Brand thing, they realized to say the strength I have, because Chandanake was supposed to come. I had a clear deal for bringing the helicopter. I wanted to bring a chopper. I wanted to show people to say sometimes you can have fun because we live once. You know what I mean? That was blocked. I said I have a song with Chandanake that was blocked for the first time. Why? Because I understand to say is when influence comes with influence, I'll get numbers. So what do? They use this this guy who looks like a tortoise. This one. They bring him. That guy was a student. That guy they call, what is his name again? That guy from this group, UNZASU. You know what I mean? Them they used other people who are not students. I was literally even advising someone to say, listen, you are destroying your life. You cannot be taking alcohol. You know what I mean? And me, I won't be the one to spend on your alcohol. Me, I left drugs 3 years ago. I used to sell drugs. Wherever you go in Chiboria, they'll tell you I'm respected. I had to leave the streets. I'm from the streets. I told him to say, the best thing I can do for you is offer you to take you to rehab, not buy you alcohol. You know what he did? He went to all his drunkard friends. The God doesn't love drunkards. I let you tell so he has to go with sure. I don't know, but you know the famous say, no birds of the same feather flock together, my brother. So, looking at all that, I've learned a lot from politics. I've learned because I over gambled. This is the only year when somebody called me broke. which has never happened to me before. I've never been broke. Yes, but I was broke. Someone useless carrying me at your network is compared to mine. you know, Sometimes it's a humbling situation, and God has humbled me. I've realized to say you cannot get everything you want in life, and money is not everything. Yeah. So, apart from my rants and everything, I've learned humility is everything. Which even if he was selected, even if he was influential, I give it to general, because in politics there's a certain type of thing to say act poor, because poor people initially don't want to see anybody do better. That's why you will find to say immediately somebody makes it in life, they say that guy is Illuminati. It's the same thing as politics for once. You have to be humble. Someone told me, say, you smell this good. Na perfume ya mtengo. Takuwa president ununkirabo. So kunkutesha kununkechive. I have to look like George Munabi for me to be president.
Relax, 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 relax.
Yeah.
It's clear you've heard a lot of thoughts when it comes to the institution, the political aspect of the student union. Because I doubt if anyone would think student politics would be of this magnitude. And I think me personally and myself, I didn't know that student politics was so involving until I had this eye-opening chat with you. Of course, you gave us your opinion. But now let's focus on the other side of One Lega. We've spoken about you being a politician. What's your personal relationship like? What are you doing? Do you have your love interest? People should know you in the night show. They shouldn't just know you as a.
I was asked another one question about that like months ago before election started. I was saying I was building a garden, saw the butterfly come sit, but I just realized to say our generation is cooked, my brother. All these women that we see is, I'll say this, I won't mention names and I'll respect everybody. When do kiss and tell? I was with some certain girl last time. I told her one thing to say, she's very pretty, very beautiful woman. I told her to say, if you ever find somebody richer than me, my guy, there's no joy in poverty. There's no joy in suffering. Me as a man, I have to work hard to become there. I have to have Lamborghinis. I have to be that guy who has man. When I pull up, you respect me and say. So I just accepted my situation to say, this girl is fine. Later December, and I saw her Instagram feed. She was posting in a Range Rover. Then I just felt one of my good bosses, my elder brothers, Ben Ott. I was like, that's life, bro. But right now, pursuing a woman. I hope God is blessing me with what I have. I don't know if I have somebody. I don't know what they think about me and all. But again, when you are talking about relationships, when you're political, when you have influence and handsome like me, it's pretty hard.
What?
It's pretty hard. It's really hard to choose a woman.
So genuinely there for you.
It's even hard to again say, if I date this one will have feelings, this one will behave. So I don't know if they again were from Lusaka. So love party.
No, but you're clearly
It's like full babe.
but you're clearly a guy who's doing a lot for himself. As you mentioned, financially, you're there, you're building something.
Not financially. Financially, I was doing this year. I overplayed politics.
How much do you think you invested?
Because if we even had my friend Mwape's man, we would close to 55,000 in 3 months.
Yeah. Months.
Wow. Because we're gambling. Sometimes you would like buy for these people, pay these people to work for you, do this, do. So by the end of the day, coming to realize is you're not even cooking. You're even going to restaurants, all those bills. You find out, say, damn, what did my money go? It nuked me. So financially, I might bounce back. I'm bouncing back. And like Honorable Miles, he pushed me. He pushed me, gave me a good deal. I'll bounce back. It just takes a matter of time. You have to fall down before you get back up.
Okay, you've given a lot of insights. There's a lot that's been said. Okay, so what would be I'm sure you've exhausted everything. The politics, Lega is the man. Of course, one of the reasons why we had such an interview is because for people who follow the TikTok space, they watch videos about the institution. It's a privilege to be at the it's a privilege to be at the University of Zambia. The University of Zambia really is the type of university that can move mountains. You see the social media drama around. There's no place like the University of Zambia. I feel that's why they call it the only university in Zambia.
Yes, yes.
It carries the pride. It's like the heart of the country. As much as we don't like it, as you said, it's truly special. But now, what would be your takeaway? What do you want people to know about One Lega, you as a person in a nutshell?
The thing that I would love to talk about is UNZA is a great place. It's a learning experience. Next year I'm in my fifth year, my final year. Obviously, God willing, I graduate after next year. But what's it for me? I'll continue in national politics, but for now, I'm stepping back. I want to focus on personal development, looking at other things that I can touch in life, the businesses that I can do, and promote a lot of things about my personal growth, including content, opening new companies, seeing what I can build from my life. But for now, for politics, it's a toxic place. Africans, Africans were. That's why slavery should never be blamed on whites. Africans were the problems. We kill each other. We hate each other so much, and yeah, I think that's it for me. That's it for me. Unza politics are useless politics. Yeah. You tend to find people like George Mulat. For what reason? You find people like female government. Those people are frustrated and don't listen to such people. She won but lost. Kagame made Kagame essential for female government to wunga chinja ama nambabika po Africa. Where is Africa? We don't know. Biswell worked, though he's a bit, I don't know, you can't understand the man, but yeah, but anyway, all you know, Unza politics are a worth experience. I would love everybody to experience them, but don't invest, man. Don't. That's what I would love to tell my young brothers out there. Don't invest money in Unza politics. Yes, my brother. Otherwise, that's it for me. Don't follow people in watchdog. And those guys, some of them will die, bro, or they'll be gay. Because how do you talk about another man every day? You're on phone typing. Bro, go out there, get your life together. Let's start the gym, let's work out. Let's find something purposeful in life. Don't laugh at people who are trying. And some of you girls do have your boyfriends. Ask them, what are you going to be in life? Okay, the girl lost elections. By how many votes? Whatever the numbers were. Yes, remember I was released. You, what are you going to be? I've never been on Anunza ballot. Ask your boyfriend. What are you going to be? Some of you are already down as a woman. You're busy in clubs every day. The only thing that you have is prettiness. So, some of these things, guys, do not laugh at people who are trying. Try to be something in life. Yeah. To the moments out there, join. You have seen Commander Kwishba, the vice president now. Try to do something like that. Motivate their some. Try to attain 4 degrees. Be someone in you just be a buddy with a degree in what's that mass communication, or a degree in food sciences. Food sciences. You know what I mean, ka? Yeah. So be something, eh? Don't follow. You are too much on Mazimba. Mazimba makes you brainless. So at least try to do something with your life than spending time watching nonsense and typing for a long time. That's why I always tell some of my brothers to say is you would have never existed if there were no phones. You'd be what? Me probably would have been a king in my Namwanga tribe. You can even tell the aura and influence. I would have killed a lot of people to be in Namwanga, but I'm not saying I have that type of heart though. I'm just motivating people out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Zed Youth Podcast with my guest, One Lega. Of course, he's expressed a lot, and I think my takeaway from all of this is just strive. There's a lot that he said, but the bigger picture is I just strive to be a better person and to be a youth who truly embodies resilience. I'm sure he's a very resilient guy. I can tell from the way that he speaks. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be seeing you on the next segment of the Zed Youth Podcast with me, your host, Sikwibele, the pod son, signing out.